Hey everyone, it is Crowd9 here with a new video into Shadow's life. This is going to be my third job video, so what you'll be seeing on screen is what I've been doing. Before I start with the topic of this video, which is dreams, just a quick note, from level 40 to about 44, 40-ish, I went to gestures up until 60, then I have it up MP3, so just to let you guys know quickly in case you're curious. So I want to talk about the topic of dreams, both of when you're sleeping and when you're, awake. And by awake I mean like you had the dream to be a doctor or something like that. So this kind of extends onto my last video, well, actually 2 videos ago, because my last one was a rant video. So yeah. But have you ever been asleep? You had this dream that you're either in your room or you're near your room, and you could have sworn it was real. And then you wake up and then you're thinking, but where's all the stuff that was in my room literally 5 minutes ago? And you're just confused, you're wondering, and you don't know what happened. If you ever had that kind of dream, comment down below with how that dream was. For me personally, I remember, this is the most distinct memory I have, and you guys can laugh at this because I was really young, but I can never forget it. I was in my room, it was midnight, my parents are asleep, and I can't fall asleep for some reason. I go to my speaker, which is like the communication thing from the front of your door, when the buzzer thing, I don't know what they're called. When somebody buzzes in, you're like, hello, who is this? And then they say like, oh, the mailman or something, I don't know. I had this dream that one time aliens came in and just started talking. I'm like, what the hell is happening? And then I remember throwing a rock into the speaker and somehow it hit them. I don't know how. I was a kid, this was a dream, but it felt so real to me. And I remember my whole house shaking and these aliens smashing down the door, and I'm just running around looking for a sword, because back then I was very enthusiastic about swords. And I had a panic attack. I was panicking in my sleep. I woke up literally yelling. I was about 10 or 11. I still had a nightlight probably. I remember having a Gengar nightlight, a Jigglypuff nightlight, a Pikachu nightlight. I was paranoid when I woke up. I remember running to the bathroom, washing my face, going to my kitchen, and getting a bunch of freaking water and just gulping it down. Confusing. And I did not know what was happening, and I could not fall asleep that night, and I had school the next day. And this was when I was a youngster. If you guys remember, when you were 10 or something, it is very, very hard to stay awake all night. You tend to be no, and you just tend to fall asleep. When you get older, it's 16, 17, 18, you could do that. It's not as hard. So, have you ever had those kind of dreams where they felt so real, and you just couldn't believe yourself? And towards real life, have you ever wished for a dream to happen in real life? As in, maybe you liked a girl and one day you ended up dating the girl. Your dream was fulfilled that you wanted to date her, and you ended up dating her. So that's a really cheesy example, but it's a good way to bring that, to lead into what I'm going to say. When I was about in 8th grade, I had this dream of drawing a lot better, and I sort of accomplished it. I'm still working on drawing a lot better though, because I always want to get better. But if you look at my channel background, you see I could draw that, so I'm still trying to improve. I don't think that's good enough for anyone, especially somebody who wanted to be an art major. So that's that. There's also dreams that you wish you want to accomplish, dreams you want to happen. Drawing is my best example. I remember being in 8th grade, liking this girl a lot, and then 2 years later we ended up dating. So that was really nice, but we broke up really soon because it just didn't work out. Yeah, Crowd9's relationship life, woo! Yeah, nobody really cares. But dreams are always very confusing to me. Both, I don't want to say REM dreams, but when you're asleep, when you're awake, when you're conscious, and every time a dream is different. They always change, they always grow. You dream about small things, you tend to dream about bigger things later on in life. When you're a kid, maybe the biggest thing you've dreamt of is having a Nintendo 64, and now your dream is to program or create something as great as the Nintendo 64 was. You know, in your dreams, you may dream small, but one day you may be dreaming about you conquering a war and bringing world peace, you know. And, you know, that's by that I mean like when you're asleep, sleep. So, guys, my question to you, and if you guys do not mind, what is both your favorite dream, you know, when you're asleep, and what is your life goal dream? What do you, you know, wish to accomplish? What do you want to be? Or have you ever had a dream when you were younger and it has been accomplished now? Something like that. I think my dream at the moment is to own a little red wagon like you saw in stuff like Rugrats, because I never owned one, damn it, and that's it, because I totally embarrassed myself about wanting a red wagon. So, bye bye.